kept up with that pretty well.
Yeah.
What's your favorite time here in the city outside of basketball?
Well, I'll be honest with you. When I first walked in, I wasn't expecting that. And so, man, you put a little music in front of me. They were dancing. I thought it was okay to dance. And no, but really happy to be here. That was really nice of Tulane to be able to do this. And it's been a whirlwind since the conference tournament when I was here in New Orleans just about a week and a half ago, to the NCAA tournament, and now here, and seeing my players really for the first time and talking to them. So we're excited, ready to go.
Coach, I asked you earlier about, I didn't answer the full question. Are you going to get more players for the coming season? Is this the roster you're going to run with? Did they give you any commitments of possibly you can grab a few JUCO guys, some graduate transfers to get in here?
I will probably add 2 or 3 players. There's no question about that. And so I need to get my staff in here probably sometime tomorrow. But we will recruit about 2 or 3 more players. Personally, I would love them to be from New Orleans if I could. We're going to recruit this area hard. One of the first things I want to do right after the Final Four is I want to go to every single high school in the city of New Orleans, even if they don't have a player, and introduce myself to the basketball coach. We've got to do a better job in New Orleans and the state of Louisiana.
Coach, every greatness team the last 2 years, you said you had showed them the scouting report that you have. What were your impressions of the guys you have that are still around?
You know, it was tough. The one thing that 2 years ago, and they had a talented team, I thought, 2 years ago, but you could just tell the culture of winning wasn't there. And a lot of times you can see it's not about whether there's a lack of talent. And so it's not just Tulane. Programs that struggle, it's hard to get out of that. And so you got to change the culture. You got to do some different things you haven't done before. And so there'll be some changes that we're going to be making. But again, I just think that it's a shift, and it really starts with the head coach. It starts with me. And so I've done this before. I would not have taken this job, guys. At my age right now, I would not have taken this job if I didn't believe I could win. This is a better job than I had at Georgia State. Although I love the people at Georgia State and what we're at, but this situation is perfect for me. I'll be honest with you, this job is better for me than taking an ACC job. You know, you got an AC job, and again, they've won 25 games. You got to maintain to do that. This is up my alley. And that's what I meant by sometimes you got to have the right fit. These are the types of jobs that I've taken over. If this was someplace where I were in a rural area in a school that was third in the SEC, it would be my strength. But this is my strength. This is what I know.
How long will it take before you hire maybe a local high school coach or someone like that?
Yeah, I would like to do it sooner or later, but I'm going to take my time with it. That's probably the most important hire. I'm going to bring about 90% of my staff with me because I want people to know what we've done, and I want guys who won with me before. Our matchup and our system is different than what most people are used to. I have not played, this is 25 years, I've not played one possession of man-to-man. Not one possession of man-to-man in 25 years as a head coach. And so our system is different, but I've not played zone either. We don't play zone, so our system is unique. So I need my staff here to teach everyone. But I hope to have someone in the next 10 days, probably right after the Final Four, if not sooner.
How do you stop the culture of losing? Is it in the weight room? Is it with getting these kids talking to them? What changes a culture when there's so much losing in the program?
It's everything. It's competing, but not necessarily it's all about basketball. It's how you compete in the classroom, how you walk to class, how you carry yourself, what your haircut looks like, everything. So again, it's not just before you get to the basketball floor, there's a lot of things that have to change, and that's a mindset. And so a lot of things I'm going to be doing with these guys is just the mental part of it. You know, the X and O part won't be as hard. It's just get the whole process of I can't, well, we haven't. You know, even the questions that you're asking, that has to get out of the mindset of these guys. And that's one of the reasons why it's important for my staff that, again, I want people on my staff that have done nothing but won. I also want guys in my program that won state championships, won AAU championship. I want winners. That starts to breed itself. That's very important.
You understand we asked these questions, though. I mean, the banner says 1995 the last time they were in the tournament. I was in high school when that happened.
Yeah, that again, I didn't come here to wait 10 years to go to the NCAA tournament. I didn't come here to wait 5 years to go to the NCAA tournament. Again, I just didn't do it. I really believe that you have the pieces here. The great part about Tulane is their leadership right now. You know, and so financially they're really sound. There's a great foundation here. And so again, I just think that if you look at what Willie has done with the football program, again, you start looking at those things, you can see that it's there. I didn't just do this because I wanted to leave or I had another offer. Again, 4 months ago, I'll be honest with you, my wife and I were talking about retirement and that we were going to retire in Atlanta. And so, that's where we were in that situation. So this had to be special for me to do this. And so that's why I'm really, really excited about it.
How long will it be before, or will you maybe take a different approach as far as scheduling non-conference and schedule harder?
Yeah, again, the conference is tough. And so, again, we have to learn how to win first. You know, that's the most important thing. You know, it sounds kind of cliche, but you have to learn how to win. You know, especially when you talk about when you've lost so much. And so, you know, I got to get us ready for a tough conference schedule. When I look at these banners and see who's in this league, you know, I've got to get these guys ready in the mindset of learn how to win.
What was the reception like with you and the players when you met them the first time?
I'm sorry?
The current players, what was your impression?
I think they were they were stunned a little bit. I don't think because I came in with a little different approach probably than what most coaches came in. So first thing I asked them was their girlfriend's name. You know, and if they didn't have a girlfriend, I was going to help them by 6 o'clock yesterday. And so, so no, they're all. You know, there were a couple guys that were thinking about leaving that want to stay now. And so again, I want the people here that are going to be here. And so I think they're ready to go. I'm really excited about these young people we have.
One of those guys was Samir Sayed. She had already said he's going to be. Is he one of the guys in the team?
Yeah, I'm actually going to talk with him again today, but I want him to stay. But I want him to do what's best for him. I think that's important. And whatever he wants to do, I'm going to help him. Whether he wants to, go ahead and try the NBA or play professionally. But I would love him to be here. He could be a big part of what I'm trying to get done here.
Coach, what is your offensive philosophy and defensive principles, basically? What is it?
Well, our defense, we press and we play a matchup. And so if you've seen us play before, or any of my teams, that's what we do. Offensively, it's to keep it simple. You know, again, I want, I told the guys before, I have a rule that the first 8 seconds you can do whatever you want to do. Just go score and don't turn it over. After those 8 seconds, then you're going to run my stuff. And so we teach them to run faster that way. So they try to get enough flow. But they know after 8 seconds, don't turn it over and you better try to score it. And so I don't want to run an offense because I think it's the hardest thing to defend is when guys are creative. And we got to be more creative. I don't want systematic guys. I want guys that are having fun, free and loose, and can just go play and relaxed.
How many guys need haircuts, Coach?
Outside of the coach, because I haven't had one in 2 weeks. I'm going to get one as soon as I get out of here. But you know what? I was kidding, but not kidding. It's to the point where, you know what? You got to look the part. You got to look like a winner. To be a winner, you got to look like that. And so that's what I was kind of talking to guys about. So we'll have a little rule about, and I don't mind brazen those things, but clean it up. We're gonna present ourselves in a way where, people, what are some good-looking kids out there?
Yeah. So with that 8-second rule that you sort of implemented, are you encouraging the team to run more in transition, at a faster pace? Is that what you're looking for?
What we're trying to do is we're trying to score off our defense.
Okay.
Again, you'll see people are going to shoot a ton of threes against us because of our matchup. We want you to shoot which means long rebounds, which means long rebounds mean quicker shots on the other end. That's when my teams are playing its best. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.